there.
All
Okay,
right.
okay,
Hello,
okay.
everyone.
Hello, everyone. How are you? And
Yes,
how are you, Miss Ella?
I'm good. It's gonna be opposite. My name is Ella, and this is.
This is Black Artist Marketplace featuring Miss Ella and Lavalais.
There you go. And we're glad to be back for our Friday show. It's always good to do a Friday show, enter into the weekend with good vibes, good energy, and we've got some good recaps for you.
Yeah, I see already in the house there's Miss Fern and Sean Herring.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
all
Well,
right. Got Minhati in the house.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's always nice to see you guys. Always great for your continual support. Definitely. We've got oldies and newbies. Hey, Robin from Midland, Texas.
Yeah,
She's a great supporter, so always glad to see her. Definitely.
yeah. So come on, give us some shout outs. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, we're looking at everybody. Like I said, grateful for you guys to be here, definitely. And then I think Lavalais wants to say a few words today about our friend Adrian.
Yeah, before we get started on the highlights from our past weekend show featuring other artists, and pretty soon we're gonna before I start with the tribute, I want to first say that we worked very hard to try and get something together with respect to artists being involved in an effort to auction off some of their own things, auction off maybe some of Adrian's things, so that we could pull together an event for Adrian. And at the time that we had worked on pulling this event together for Adrian, Adrian was still alive. So it wasn't very much of a problem in terms of doing what we were doing and where the money was going to who it would be going to. Uh, but as soon as we were in the trying to get that together, Adrian passed on us. So it presented a different set of circumstances and new problems to us that we haven't quite figured out yet. The family is grieving, so I don't want to push them to try and do stuff for us in order to figure out what it is that we need to do, or if we can do anything. We don't even know if there's anything that we can do now that she's passed. Um, we do know that they set up a GoFundMe page, and if there's some support needed, then we would like to be able to do that. But we need to hear from the family with respect to being able to do that. So we just don't want to just do something on our own and it have not go in the right direction. Um, but I would like to say is that, with the thought of trying to do this and trying to pull this together, it does let us know, and I hope some of you artists are out here. Yeah, I want to let you know that it was a good thing for us to come up with the idea. Pancho and I worked on it together, and so we would still like to proceed with whatever we're going to proceed with, because we know that there are going to be other artists, and there are artists right now that are also in need of aid from us because there's no aid for them. So we would like to try and figure out some kind of way of being some use to it might be one of us next week. You never know. So we need to figure it out for ourselves to figure out a way to be able to help each other. So that's all I want to say about that. And so we are going to run our show tonight. Will be we're going to run the tribute to Adrian, and then we're going to have a highlight from our Saturday show because we wanted to show it on Sunday, and we didn't get a chance to show that on Sunday. So we're going to replay the interview with Asetua, and then we're going to show you some clips of some of the highlights from the weekend show. So I hope you guys will stay with us. You know, I hope you guys will stay with us and enjoy the show. Okay, so here we go. Ask you a question. How did you get interested in that craft?
You know what? I believe in destiny, Lavalais. I was very young, like 11, 12, 13 years old. A friend of my father's, who was from Ghana, moved here when Ghana first became a nation. So he gave me all these beads and little ornaments and just giving me all these gifts. So let's fast forward to the time that I graduate from college. I'm 40 years old. My mother's selling her house. She told me, she said, you should go to the basement. All that stuff that lady gave you is still in that Foot Locker in the basement. I go down there, I find like amber beads, chevron beads, all these African beads that are very, very valuable. And I just started making little things, and it got a life of its own. Here I am today, still doing it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
That was our friend Adrian, who transitioned a week ago. We miss her, and we just wanted to do a small tribute to her and let everyone know that we remember her dearly. We really do. Okay.
All right.
Just to let you guys know, we will not be showing hats and jewelry today. We will be showing next week, so stay tuned for next week. We had a big show last weekend, so today we're just doing a recap of highlights, really, of the last show. So highlights from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Or was it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? See, it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you didn't see the show, you'll get to see some of the great artists that we have on, or we did have on the Sisters Band. So I think before that, we are going to also show something that we weren't able to show last week, which is a small video about which our featured guest, which was Big Queen Asetua from New Orleans. She's a very interesting individual, and we want to make sure that that has been shown again. So here we go. I think Lavalais should just do a small introduction so you know what we're about to see.
Yeah, before I do though, I really want you to know that I really want you to comment in our comment section, because this is our talking section here. We can talk to you. We've got time. I don't have to think about my object that's coming on or what artist is going to come on. So if you got something that you want to say to us, like Adiba just thanked us for that. So for showing that clip and giving her a chance to know Adrian or see some of Adrian's work. I would really appreciate that, because you know, we need to hear from you. I want to know what you think of how we're proceeding. Our show's going okay, not going okay. I know everybody got their own opinion, but if we seem to be doing okay, then come along and let us know that we're doing okay. Okay. Um, so, but I'm going to reintroduce our first guest, which is Big Queen Asetewa Amorum, and she's from New Orleans, and she's been there most of her life. I don't know if she's been somewhere else other than New Orleans, but she's a native New Orleanian, and she's really a community-minded person. She's involved with a dance troupe that she started a long time ago, I guess with some other people, but it's called Kambuka. It's the dance troupe that she formed a long time ago, and I met my current lady through that dance troupe, I guess, or whatever. She was also a member of that dance troupe back in the day. She was with Kambuka, and that Menhachi, who was back in the day, was a member of Kambuka. And so that's how I got to meet Aseta, while I was through Minhati. And so I've known her for some time now, for several years. I met her prior to that, but she's also a jewelry fan. And so she's also, like I said, Big Queen, Aseta. So that I'm going to leave it at that. Dancer, just an all right round great person. Okay, so here comes Big Queen.
My name is Big Queen Asetewa Amor Aminkun. I'm the Big Queen of the Washita Nation. For me, it means the perpetuation of carrying on the culture. In today's world, where everything is technology driven, it is awesome to be able to carry on a tradition where time is the valuable element of what makes this thing unique. Because it only happens in the United States, in New Orleans, which to me is a constant question on my mind. Because there are black people all over the United States, but for some reason, it only happens in New Orleans. So to carry on the spirit of my ancestors, to pay honor to them, I think that's what it means for me. It's a calling also. It's a calling to respond to.
All right, now I think that was Kambuka that we were looking at, and I think that was back in the 90s, right? Or was it earlier than that?
Yes, it was in the 90s. We actually, that was a segment from a promotional video that was done for us by UNO film students. And we actually shot it on location. They actually built us a set, they built huts, They wanted us to be outside. We were very blessed and very lucky, not only to have that video made, but to be surrounded by a group of women who really developed a bond of sisterhood that is still in existence to this day.
Yeah, I saw on that. I could make out Manhattan and Badarimwa and Majida, uh, and I've met these ladies now. I know these ladies, and I didn't see you guys 20 some years ago, so it was like really
You
a
should have
treat.
saw us when we was big fine, baby. You should have saw us when we was big fine, baby. Yeah, it's really been a blessing because you don't think something that you start, a seed that you plant, is going to grow and still be around. That's why I was so honored to contribute to the book Hot Feet and Social Change. The book is about African dance in the diaspora. It's talking about how African dance took hold in all the major cities in the United States. And so you don't think when you start something in the 80s that it's going to be around in 21. You just don't think that far. So we've been blessed uh, to have everybody still here and still able to move. It's beautiful.
All right, so
and
we're gonna.
and
So we've talked a little bit about your dance troupe, and your dance troupe is still dancing today, and the daughters, your daughters, all the daughters of those people that you just talked about, all of their
Yes.
daughters are still dancing today, or got something to do with the arts in some kind
Well,
of
the
way.
climate of rehearsal was that we brought our children to the practices, right? So they grew up all around it, watching us do it. As a matter of fact, they grew up while we were pregnant with them doing it. I remember I had a gig the night before my daughter was born, and nobody even knew I was 9 months pregnant. It was like, you 9 months pregnant? The doctor said whatever you was doing before to keep doing it. So I was dancing, so I kept dancing. Um, but it's an amazing thing. African dance is something that unites people. It's really the true meaning of doing African dance. Yes, you want to excel, you want to be great on the stage, but African dance in its essence is about community, and it's about multi-generational joining in the dance and manifesting the energy of the ancestors and coming together. So as a result of that, we're doing this funeral dance called a Jajaye that was given to us by Olatunji, the late great Babatunde Olatunji. That is a dance we do to this day for members of the community who transition, and this ceremonial dance is done. When we do this dance, we don't call the young people. That's for the OGs to do. We bring out the spirit for Jaja. And we're happy to perform that service as a part of the rituals of New Orleans.
All
mm,
right.
mm.
So I think Ella's going to ask you a little bit more about something else that you do in New Orleans.
Yeah, very special about the rituals. New Orleans is very special in itself, and I know that you're also a big queen, so a big queen of Setwa. Can you tell us a little bit about that for those of the uninitiated who know nothing about the Indians at all?
Well, in New Orleans, we have a tradition called masking. Masking is a tradition that refers to predominantly, it used to be predominantly men who spend a year to make a suit, sewing it by hand, one bead at a time. We take all year to make the suit. And traditionally you come out on Mardi Gras Day, but you have to understand that at one point we couldn't participate in Mardi Gras, so we did carnival. Black folk did carnival, and we came out in our neighborhoods and we celebrated. Women have always been a part, but they were like more an ornament, a background. But in 2021, we have the Queen's Council, Queens of the Nation, and it's compiled of at least 20 different women from 20 different tribes. So we have arrived. We've taken over the position as chief. That is really for the brothers. And I'm happy to be a part of an organization where men are leading. You know, it's really okay for men to lead. We don't have to, we can do it. Let's be clear, we could do it. But it's for the brothers to do, right? And when you are a queen, normally a queen is the wife of the chief or the daughter of the chief or maybe a niece of the chief. I'm neither. I'm actually, when I became the big queen of David, Montana, I started off as a second queen in Yellow Pocahontas because he was the second chief. We left Yellow Pocahontas after 7 years and we pulled our own gang called the Washita Nation, named after the indigenous Washita people of the Mounds in Louisiana. Well, then he was elevated to big chief. That made me be the big queen. So we call that title big because that's the first queen. You can have a second queen or third queen if it's second chief or third chief. So masking is an awesome tradition. I'm going to end it by saying this. The difference between a Mardi Gras Indian suit or a black masking Indian suit, we call our attire a suit. We don't call it a costume because our philosophy is a costume. When you put a costume on, it covers up who you are, right? You're hiding. But when you wear a suit reveals who you are. And that is the difference between a suit and a costume. And so, with that in mind, I am happy to participate in an ongoing ritual tradition that has been happening in New Orleans since the 1800s. I just can't figure out why it's not done in any place else in the United States besides New Orleans.
Mm.
I mean, there are Black people throughout the United States, but for some reason, this tradition is not done there.
Well, uh, it's a great tradition. It's a great living tradition, and it really does, and it belongs to New Orleans, and it's probably going to stay New Orleans. Um, but one of the other things that, and everybody that ever comes to Jazz Fest, they also get a treat because the Mardi Gras Indians are always in costume and always parading around the grounds. So you always get a chance to see somebody
Right.
from the nation. Now, when we're out at Jazz Fest, what I found out about you and people that you know is that you are an excellent cook. And one of the
Yeah, I do
things,
a little something, something. Do a little something,
It's the
something.
first I heard all these years I was at Jazz Fest. If I had known you were out there cooking,
Giving away food for free. Where I cook that, it's given away for free. Uh,
I have to find you this year, hopefully. If not next year, I will come find you.
yeah, it's a part of the demonstrations that every year in the grandstand they do demos, and it's all kind of food, and the food is served free to the people who participate. I have been a part of Jazz Fest since the early '80s. I started off as a vendor. I was a part of Coin Do Lavalais. I was a
all
part of
right.
Coin Do, and I had a craft booth and I had a food booth. Our group was called Creative Artifacts and Imports. And we had the booth that presently is in Jazz Fest now that they divided up into three booths. When I had the booth, we sold lemonade, we sold fruit salad. Um, but for some reason they split it up. They gave one person just the lemonade, then somebody else had the fruit salad. I did that for at least, oh my God, 10 years. And then we did food at the Essence Festival. I did Essence Fest for about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years.
Mhm.
And it was beautiful. It's just that it's hard to compete with fried chicken. You
Ah,
know,
Yeah.
and they wanted to keep charging us the same amount they charge the fried chicken vendors. When I'm only going after maybe 1/25th of the crowd, it wasn't financially feasible.
because
Um,
you're doing vegan and vegetarian
it
food,
was
is that
vegan,
correct?
yes, yes, and
Okay,
it wasn't as popular as it is now. Right now, everybody is
that's true. That's true.
vegan. I'm a vegan, right? So
Yeah, well, I love your
that's been
barbecue.
awesome. I've been
Your
enjoying
your
that.
barbecue tofu is. You gave me your recipe, or you taught me how to make it, and so I'm very very grateful for that.
Yeah, yes, and I've heard about this mean barbecue tofu, and I want the recipe. So please, I beg you, I want the recipe.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give you one secret ingredient: cast
Okay,
iron skillet. That's the main ingredient: cast iron skillet.
okay, all right, good to know.
All right. All right. So it's been enjoyable. We've had a great time with you, etc. I hope people got a good old chance to know who you are and get a chance to look you up on Facebook and YouTube. You got both going for you. And,
Yeah,
Well, thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to talk about Kumbuka. Kumbuka means remember. And it's our goal for us to remember the greatness of African people, the greatness of women and men coming together and being in harmony and offering a nucleus, a village to raise I think that's what life's about. And in 2021, we need those principles so much right now. So it is my prayer and desire that the seeds that we drop amongst our children, other young people, that they will continue in the traditions because it's
all
a
right.
great tradition.
All
fantastic.
right.
Thank you so
Damn, how
much
about
for coming
that?
on the show.
Damn.
I love.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little interview. We did have some little technical difficulties in there, and usually that's associated with someone using their computer or the Wi-Fi system. So usually on our show, we're hooked directly up to the internet, so we don't usually try to have those kinds of problems. But we thought it was worth it, and even the old video we thought was worth showing because you got a chance to go back in time a little bit and reminisce
Yeah,
about some
yeah,
of you. I know some of you guys out there. You must have
yeah.
danced.
Yeah, and she had good energy, and I love the fact she was talking about a suit reveals who you are. So we don't call it a costume, we call it a suit, and I loved it. I wrote that down. Like I'm gonna hold on to that gem. That was really good.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying the show, and just to let you know, we're doing highlights from last show, and that was one of our pre-recorded videos of Big Queen Asetua Amor Amen Kum. I hope I said that right. So I want to give shout outs also because I see more states coming in the house. Remember, I'm trying to get to 52 states, everybody. So I see South Carolina, Brooklyn, Saginaw, Michigan. Hey, everybody. Who else I saw? Ohio, Connecticut, New Orleans, Brooklyn, New York. Did I say Brooklyn already? Brooklyn. So thank you. Thank you. We're always glad that you're spending your Friday evenings with us just for that little hour that we're on air. So it's
Yeah, we
great.
have some new people on there. Miss Ashley, I don't know where she's from, but she says she's from New Orleans, but
She's from New
apparently
Orleans.
she's not
Yes.
in New Orleans now, but she recognized that whole flavor of that interview. That was for sure.
Okay.
We also have Miss Marlena in the house, and she's an incredible artist also. The girl works with colored glass, so she's called Colored Glass.
Marlena. Okay.
Marlena, and we might get a chance to see some of her work in the very near future. So it's
Okay.
nice to have her in the house also.
Excellent. We're going to start with the highlights so we can fit everything in, guys. So here are the highlights from day one of Sister Bam, which first aired on Friday, March 19th. These are the artists that we had on the show, the Wilborn Sisters and Karen Buster. So here we go. A little bit of recap. All
Hello.
right. Hello there. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. It's a
You know
pleasure
I have to
having
look.
you on. I just have one question with seven. Do all seven sisters sew, or is it just the two of you, you and Janice?
Oh no, we actually grew up in a house of 7 sewing sisters, and we had 7 sewing machines.
Oh,
So we
wow.
were little as young as two. My mother would have us to come in and clean up around the machine. And as you got older, you got bigger chores, which is trimming patterns, ironing, putting on buttons and things and stuff. And we didn't even have a choice. So
Okay.
all of us are sewers, and we actually sewed throughout high school. We were the fashion divas of our city, and we would dress and make costumes for everybody.
Okay. And you've
Yeah.
traveled all, quite a bit. I know you've done things in Germany and Paris and definitely traveled the world almost.
Well, this pandemic, if it wasn't happening, and I'd still be out there. I've never been this landlocked in my life.
Yeah, I can't see you being on lockdown.
Uh,
You can't stay still for a minute.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I realize that being still kind of puts some weight in the middle. So I got to get back in the game. You know, I
Of
just,
course. Well, we're very excited to have you on. We're excited to see what you're going to present. So I'm going to allow you to have the floor. Everybody, if you see something you like, please comment in the section. And Carolyn is about to put on a fashion show for you. So here we go.
all right. Okay, great. Well, if you notice this piece that I'm wearing, as she said, most of our pieces are very versatile. You get to change them and flip them and do all kind of fun things with them. So this is just a wrap jacket. It's one of my signature pieces, and I figured that since we all are in a more casual mode, then I decided to bring denim on the scene, the first segment. So we're going to start the show with denim. So the model, we have, you all may recognize her. She is one of the supporters of Banner. And this is Fern, and she's wearing one of my two-piece denim ensembles. And as they say, tell the prices as we go. This is a stretch denim, ladies. This is comfortable. You can put the top on with leggings. And if you dare and bold enough, you can just wear it as a dress. But this is a very wonderful stretch denim. Fern says she likes this piece. I think it's so. But I custom make these pieces for you. And you'll find them on our webpage that whatever size you are, I can easily cut them and make them because we call our clothes designs to suit the soul. You see the pockets, it has elastic, which is comfortable, and you want it, you can give me your measurements and I can make it custom. So an outfit like this, all 3 pieces, an introductory price of $235. You can't beat it. Thank you.
Number 1 is a series, and these are 13 by 19 pieces. This particular piece right here is called Pop That Cork. It's a 13 by 19 offset lithograph, and just so you can get an idea in terms of what it actually looks like, a 13 by 19. I'm doing these as a set, so you have Pop That Cork, and along with Pop That Cork, you would have ballerina shoes, this is ballerina shoes. Make sure I turn it right. These were originally pieces that were done in copper, but I went back and made them prints because the original pieces, once they're gone, they're gone. Ballerina shoes. That's number 1. If you're interested in Pop That Cork and ballerina shoes, I need you to put in item number 1, and they will be on its way to you. Item number 1, KYB or KB. Item number 2. The 2 pieces themselves sell for at $25. Item number 2, which is something that's near and dear to my heart. I have 2 cancer pieces. I have my cancer male piece here. A little balancing act, which is an offset lithograph. All the pieces you see, I draw or cut with a knife, so you can see how detailed the pieces are. So we have a cancer piece in terms of my male, but along with that, I did a cancer piece female as well. offset lithograph, 2 for $25. Item number 3, KYB. Item number 3, KYB. You know, I just was thinking, hopefully you guys are seeing this correctly because, you know, all right, I'll turn them this way. I thank God for this platform, I have to reverse the numbers. Item number 3, KYB, is Sonata in G minor, a 13 by 19 offset lithograph as well. And again, Sonata in G minor, and its sister and or brother, depending on which way you want to go with it, is Sonata in D minor. So I try to make my pieces so that you can actually have sets and they can go together. 13 by 19, very easy to frame. Pop it in a frame. 2 at 25. That is item number 3.
All right.
Okay. Again, that was highlights from day 1 of Sisters BAM last weekend. Sorry there wasn't a graphic for the second artist up there. That was Karen Y. Buster showing her work. And the first artist was Wilborn Sisters out of Los Angeles. Okay. Are we going to move on to the next ones, I think, Lavalais?
I think so. Someone
Okay.
give a shout out to Taz. I see
Okay.
she's looking at our show.
Okay.
And
Hey,
to
Teresa, nice to
you
see
got
you.
North Carolina.
Let me just tell you who we're going to see in the next clip. We're going to see K-Fly with her leather pieces, Chakotay's World, wearable arts, Blackberry Jewels with her rubber and vinyl bags, Universal Love shows jewelry, and Karen Clark with sculpture. These are pieces from the last show. These are the highlights from last weekend. We are going to show you a clip right now.
All right.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly Mosley of K-Fly Designs. I am based out of Chicago. I am a full-time artist and mother. You may hear my son in the background, but we're all here together. He heard his name, but he's on his iPad, so we're good. Today, I wanted to introduce a collection for exclusively for BAM. So this is the first time I am premiering this. So please be gentle with me. But I appreciate honest feedback. I'm totally fine either way. The new collection is a mix with my previous collection. So I just put everything in the pot. It's like gumbo. I started painting, so I put some painted pieces in here, some mixed media wood. I've distressed a lot of pieces as well. So I hope you enjoy it. If the program runs out from the slideshow, I also created more, probably because of nervous energy. I created more pieces that are not included in the slideshow just in case. So I am ready when you all are. So the first, shall I talk over it or just let it
You can talk over it.
go? Okay.
Please.
Thank you for your patience. You guys are so awesome. I think that's why I'm so nervous. I really just want to be great like you all. So this first, and I have both of your work. Okay, I'm done with. But I do. I have several of both of your pieces, and yes, it's that level that I want to get to. Stop laughing at me. It's just honesty. You know, sometimes. And I'm not that young, but younger in my experience compared to some of the master jewelers and creators and crafters that I know. So it's just, I definitely just appreciate it. And I just wanted to get that out the way. But you are seeing a brooch. This was a series actually that I started making in homage to the people that have supported me over the years. So I made brooches. And I named them after people. I didn't show all of them, but this is one. It's called Aloe. It's a client that I met in Detroit that I just absolutely love her entire closet. I've never seen it, and I just see it online, and she's just just a great person. So that's Aloe. It has a mirror detail for the face, so people can check their lipstick and see if anything is in their face if they want. But it's a mixed media wood piece painted. She has a hat on, and can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Keep
Can I
on
just
going.
stop you and ask you one question right quick?
Sure.
Since you named that piece Aloe, and we have an aloe on the scene on the in the comment section right now, it couldn't be her now, could it? That would be Aloe
I
Bria.
can't. Yes, it is her. I can't see the comments. So yes, this is for Aloe. I met her in Detroit at a gala show, and well, that's not the first time I met her, but that's just we had a great conversation, and we always have great conversations. I just think she's an awesome person and just good people. So hey, Aloe.
Fabric jacket. How beautiful is this? The colors are just amazing. I hope you guys are seeing the colors in this jackets or on this outfits. Come a little closer. Okay. So this is a beautiful sky blue. Okay, very deep blue with silver threading all around it. That one also is 69, and that number is 037 on that one. Okay, again, the jackets are very flowy. They are swing jackets. They are organza fabric. Okay, and it has pockets on both sides. You can either put down your collar. We'll bring her just a little closer so you can see. Okay. So you can see the shine in the fabric. So it's a very lightweight fabric. It's not heavy at all. That is what we have with this beautiful, beautiful one size. They are one size. They do fit up to a size 2X in this because they are pretty big. Unless you have, because some of us are blessed up here. So sometimes they have a little issue in the button. But it is a jacket. You can wear it open. It does fit up to a 2X. Again, if you know your size, stick to it, unless you like it a little bit larger. Don't ever go smaller, just go a little larger. You can always alter something that is larger than trying to make something that's smaller, bigger, okay? So that is it for this jacket right here. How am I on time, Ella?
You
Lavalais?
good.
Good. You have about 5 more minutes, 6 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay, good.
All right.
Good. Thank you. With that 5 minutes, I'm going to show you guys my reversible jackets, the ones that I make myself. I have fun. First bag, which is Blackberry Jewels 1. I'm going to show you. It has a little mud cloth on it. It's a medium-sized bag. It's not real large. It's a handbag. My bags are not lined, but if anyone is interested in seeing the inside, let me know, and I will open them up. But it has the orange-colored mud cloth on it, and it's $175. And all the bags are studded. They're hand-studded, handmade. You may see 1 or 2 with stitching, probably not tonight, but I do stitch, but it's usually hand-stitched. So everything is done by hand. And this one happens to be also made from recycled inner tube, as most of the black bags that you see will be the inner tubes. All right, move on to something a little more interesting. And it's a saddle bag. Well, my twist of a saddle bag with denim and rubber. There's several ways that you can wear this bag. I'm going to stand back a little bit so you can see me. And this is what it looks like. It's got fringe. Then it has the second pocket. You can wear it across your shoulder.
You have the fringe in the back or the rear. But I think for me, the most interesting way is to wear it as a vest. And I don't know if you can see me that well. I'm going to move this chair over and see if I can get a better picture. But as a vest, it hangs down. It's got 3 pockets on each side, and it retails for $150. And this is Blackberry Jewels BBJ02. Backpack. And we'll move on to number 3, BBJ3, which is a vinyl backpack that's orange. The straps are orange rubber. They're adjustable. It's hand studded. And I'm going to give you a little view of what it actually looks like on. But then you can also do something else interesting with it, because I have seen people do the front side of a backpack. And it can be worn to the front. It gives you a whole nother look. This bag is $225. And as I say, everything's on the website, blackberryjewels.com.
1975, and on Madison Avenue, the nearest black business that you'd find probably be in Harlem. You know, we were the only blacks there, and we were making a lot of money. We employed about 14 people, and we were selling jewelry to Koreans and white folks on Broadway, and we were making so much money that we had this barrel, those shipping barrels. We were just filling it up with silver, scrap silver, and it was so filled. I jumped up on it, started stomping it down, and I kept packing the silver down until it weighed about at least 200 pounds. 200 pounds. We had to roll it out. We were doing so well, and we were making money. And from that, I'd have to say we're still making money, and we're making these pennies here. These pennies, these are wheat pennies. They stopped making these in 1956, and it's 100% copper, and all the joints are soldered closed, and we're selling this here for $35. And then we have a dime. This is a dime for the dime pieces, all the pretty girls. These are dimes, and these are all dome coins, and all the links are sterling silver, and they're soldered closed. So we have dimes, then we have nickels, same thing, dome nickels, and all the links are soldered closed. And this is also $35. Then we have the quarters, and all these links are soldered closed, sterling silver. It's got a nice hook, and this is $40. And we also have the old buffalo head coin. People in my age would know the old buffalo head coin. And this is also soldered links, very, very hard to find. And you see the dates are still on these here. And this one here says 1835, a long time ago, a couple of days before my time. So that's the buffalo head. And this one here is $65. And last but not least is the one that I wear myself. And this is the old Liberty dime. Liberty dime, or the Mercury dime. And this dime here is silver. And it's very hard to find now because everybody's melting the silver down for the silver content and destroying the coin. So they're very hard to find. And they stopped making this in 1946. And this is the Liberty dime, dome Liberty dime. And this one here is $120.
The first piece is number one. And so, voila, there it is. I'm going to take that off because I have my numbers this time. So I did some jars and legs with a little flair to it. So it's kind of, it's a smaller version of the memory jars that I do, but this is a jar that you can use for anything. But I'm going to put that, bring it up close so you guys can see it. And then I'm going to sit it down and so that it can twirl around. And this color is plum, and this is number one. The price on the jars for the first few jars are going to be $225, and that's $225. And then I'll spin that around. And this is one of my favorite colors to work with right now. So it switches on the regular basis, but right now it's plum. So you guys can see that a little bit more. And I like to put details inside of the pieces. So this is where the flair of the, it's almost like the, over in the Great Wall of China, how the top of the roofs hang out. And then on the backhand side, just a little ebony post, just to give it some dimension and so it's not so flat on one side. All right, and so I'm going to go to number two. This one gave me a little flair of New Orleans, and it also gave me some flares of the Asian culture. And then I also put an extra element in there, which is bamboo. And this is number two. And then I did some mud cloth print to that. And so I'm going to turn that down. And so when you walk past it, you'll be able to look at the top of the piece and instead of on the side. And then I put mud cloth, pattern of a mud cloth pattern around it. In order to do this, what you do is you dip it in one glaze, and then after you dip it in the first glaze, you allow it to dry. And then we use a product called Aftosa, and it's like a wax resist, and it has to dry for 24 hours. And then you dip it in the second color, and so that you can get the print on there. And then I did some hand dyed bamboo on the top. So I'll bring that up closer so you guys can see that. And this is number two.
And Karen, you said these are all $225?
Yes, these few that I'm showing in the beginning are $225. And then I have some smaller ones or smaller versions of these as well. So I'm trying to, okay, there it is. Bring it closer so you guys can see the detail. It's two different colors on there. The first color you see is what we call honey. And then the second color is an iron on top of it. So usually I'm using a lot of overlay with the colors. And then I put a little cowrie shell in the bottom.
The detail is amazing.
Thank you. I love details on these. And these are, it's very interesting. You have to throw these where you actually close them off. So you throw this big pot and then you have to come up to the top and choke it until it closes off. And so it closes up underneath the design. And then after that, I cut it open and so that it can have its joint to sit and have a top and a bottom.
All right.
I hope you're enjoying the highlights. They are pretty cool seeing everybody's work again. I have to say most of that work is probably all sold because we had the show last week, but we just wanted to show you, you know, who we had on our show. And yeah, it's good to see it. It really is.
Yeah, you can find that artist. So artists all have websites up, so you can go and search their websites. And if you're interested in purchasing something from them, if you haven't seen our show and you're new to our show, you can go back on YouTube and you can look at all of our shows at blackartistmarketplace.youtube.com. You can go back and look at all our previous shows and see our artists and you know, if you like something that somebody makes, you can contact them. You know.
Yes, yes. And I'm going to give that address again because you flubbed it a little bit. It's youtube.com/Black Artist Marketplace. You can go there and yeah, review any of the shows that we've had. And also, we have a website. Of course, our Black Artist Marketplace Facebook page. Go there, follow, share, like, subscribe. You know, everything that you need to do to help us along. And then our new website is blackartistmarketplace.com. It's a new fledgling website, but it will be growing and new things will be coming there. We've got lots of ideas. So please go take a look at the website and also subscribe to that as well. We'll be very grateful. All right.
Oh, we sure will.
Yeah.
I have to laugh at that because usually we don't have, you know, we don't have a session where it's kind of this easy for us. We don't have to show our work, you know, so it's the first time where I really took the opportunity to go and make a Manhattan. I bought the ingredients to make a Manhattan, so I finally got a chance to do it because it was going to be a treat to Zeke. You know, I said, okay, let me turn him on to a Manhattan, so make him a grown up.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna move into day 3 of our last Sisters BAM show and just give you the highlights. I'm gonna tell you the artists before we show the clip. You're gonna see Stuart McLean first with his leather bags and fine art. Joyce Lomax, who is another great ceramicist. You're going to see Art to Wear by Gail. I'm showing her denim wearable art. And you're going to see Unities, who does all that wonderful tie-dye clothing. Okay, so a recap of last week. Here is day 3.
Right.
The way I got started is, you know, I knew I had the talent as a small child, but you know, I had, you know, my mom and dad couldn't afford to send me to art school or anything like that, but it was there, you know. And as I got a little older, I've always wanted Black things in my home. And back, you know, in the 50s, you didn't see all this, you know, Black art and Black, you know, where to go to get it. You know, probably if I went up north, probably in New York in the 50s, maybe I found a little bit, but you know, I wanted to have stuff to put in my house that represents me and look like me. So I started painting on everything. I mean, everything. I I love the ceramics because I made them where they're functional, because I don't like to have stuff that you can't use. It doesn't make sense to me if you make it and you can't use it. You just look at it. So that's why I paint on everything. I'm from Akron, Ohio, and I've been doing this a long time. It's a little about myself.
I know it's difficult talking
Yeah,
about
it is.
yourself
It definitely
sometimes,
is.
isn't it? Like, okay, what can I say? Yeah, I understand totally. It's
But I love doing this. I love it. You just don't realize how much I love it. And I hate that our shows stopped where we can go and show our, you know, our wares and stuff like that. So when Lavalais asked me to do this, I was excited, you know, scared but excited. So
yeah,
there it is.
it's a whole new kind of event for all of us.
Definitely.
So.
Now these are what I call my collard green bowls. This is number 24, and these are $65 plus shipping and handling. They're painted on the back and the front. And they're good for serving at holidays.
Yes, all the bags are lined, and they have an inside pocket with a heavy duty zip on it, so that if you want to put your credit cards and different things like that, the zipper is very durable, and you'll be able to do that. Now this like, take for instance, this is my piece. I can show you. This is one of them. Another bag, a combination of the oil tan leather with the cowhide. In the inside is fully lined, from top to bottom, and then there's an inside pocket. There's an inside pocket with, as I said, with a metal zipper on it, so it's a very strong, durable zipper. And even in the back, has a huge pocket. You can also, if you don't want to put your phone on the inside, you could put your phone on the back of this one. So they're just vary. Some of them, most of my bags have outside pockets. Some of the smaller ones don't have outside pockets. But this piece is normally this is one of the bags I really like a lot because it's just funky. And this one is like 18 like 15 across by 22. The length is about 22. So this is a longer bag. The strap's about an inch and a half. The strap is about an inch and a half. And it's two straps combined, and I sew them together to make it a lot more durable strap. This is a smaller one. You can put your telephone, your keys, small wallet or credit cards. This has a zipper on the inside of it. This bag is just like 12 inches by 12 inches across by 7 inches wide. This is number 14, I think, or number 14. And this one is $100. And that's the strap that you see up there. That's adjustable. Okay, this is one of my paintings. This one is called Drum It Up, and it's acrylic on canvas. A close up on it. The paint is all my pieces are raised. I don't only do one of a kind. They're all one of a kind pieces. This one is on frame. This piece framed with a double mat and wooden frame and glass. It's $450. That's shipping included. And as I said, these are all original pieces.
This bag right here is 8.5 by 6.5 inches. It's 100% denim, machine washable. It has a zipper top. It's one of a kind in color and surface design. Every surface design is going to be different. Every color combination is going to be different. As I said it before, I use extraction, printing, painting to come up with my surface design. Also, in the back of this bag, there is a pocket. You can put your cell phone, glasses, whatever you want to be easily accessible by you. What I like about this bag is that when they came up a couple years ago with the sports team saying if you go to a game, the bag has to be a certain size. This is the size for that. Baseball season is just beginning. Get yourself one of these, fit everything you need in here. Also, it's a crossbody bag. It's adjustable. You can bring it up and tie it off to make it shorter if you like, or you can leave it down like this. Okay. Also, the strap is 60-inch purple nylon shoulder strap. And again, the measurement on this bag is 8 by 6.5 inches, and it's 100% cotton. The back of the bag has a cell phone pocket or anything that you want to be readily accessible to you. It's machine washable.
Okay. Can I interrupt for a second?
Okay.
Starting off with the bag on the mic.
You bring it up a bit up closer. We can see it a little bit closer, Gail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the back of the bag. Cell phone pocket, zipper top, and then the strap is adjustable. You can pull it up, tie it off, and bring it to the length that you want. Also, the cord is a nylon cord, okay? Think about the baseball games and the concerts that are going to be coming up. This is a great bag for that.
So we have some handmade pieces. This piece behind me on the mannequin here, It's called a Hermine top, and it's made out of denim and canvas. Some of them are blue jean material. Some of them started out as white denim, and these are $45. And we're going to get started offering these for sale tonight. Okay, so this is our first item for sale. This is blue jean denim that's dyed gray, and it's a size small with a bust of 32 inches. Okay, it's similar to the one that's on the mannequin behind me. And this item number is 2001. So if you would like this piece, you would just comment 2001 in the comment. We're going to move pretty quickly because we kind of got a late start because of our technical difficulties. Our next item is another small. It's blue jean material dyed green, and like it's an apple green color. And this another one of these Hermine tops, pointed sleeve tops. And the hem is also a handkerchief kind of hem, uneven hem as well. And this is 2016 is the item number for this. And again, these are $45. If you want one of these, just comment. If you want this piece, just comment 2016. Okay. This item is small also. Navy blue jean, and orange. This is 2019. 2019. All right, so we're going on to mediums. That was our last small. We're on medium now. This one started out pink. We did what's called reverse tie-dye on this. So it's pink, light pink, purple. So medium and the bust size is 36. Okay. This one is number 2024. All right, so the next one is another medium. It's purple and pink. And it's number 2000. Number 2000. Next one is blue dyed yellow, like a golden yellow. And it's a size medium also. And it's number 2021. 2021.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, everybody.
Okay.
That last gentleman was Aaron Johnson from Unities. And before Unities, we had Artwear by Gail.
And then
before
we also
that,
had Stuart McLean, and we had Joyce Lomax.
right.
I hope you enjoyed that review. We just wanted to show the highlights from last week, from our last Sisters BAM, and to remind you that we have our next Spring BAM coming up April 16th, 17th, and 18th. It is going to be jam-packed, full of artists. I believe we're going to be showing 21 artists total. That includes us. So it's going to be a lot to see. It really is. So
Yeah.
Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. And it's
16th,
springtime.
17th, 18th, 2:30 to 10 o'clock in the
That's right.
afternoon.
2:30 to 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Mark your calendars, get ready, put a little money aside, because we are on every month now, guys, with this marketplace. We are showcasing artists that don't have an opportunity to get out there and show their work on social media. So we're providing this platform for them. So please come, support them, support your favorites, and pick out some new work as well, some new wearable art that maybe you've never seen before. We're always grateful and appreciative.
Yeah, one of the things that I like most about everything is that, there's always somebody that calls me and says to me that they would have not had a chance to ever see these artists if we hadn't brought them to them and given them a platform in their house.
Yes.
And that just touches me every time. That that inspires me to death. I want to tell you about that because that's the whole idea of the whole program, is to be able to reach people that are like we have Robin on in Midland, Texas, and somebody in South Carolina. We get a chance to all hang out together and see some new work and purchase some new work. The whole idea is to buy some, but that's what I'm also interested in. I'm knowing, I know we create shopping, and shopping is our thing, and like tonight's show was a repeat of some of the things that we've already done. So, if you got some thoughts about it, let us know, write it in your comments, in our comments. Let us know what you thought about, revisiting last week's show, because we got to go to work on next week's show. Right, Ella?
Yes, we will be here next Friday with a new featured artist. So stay tuned for that. And again, mark your calendars for that April show, April 16th, 17th, and 18th. We need some food artists on BAM. Okay. I don't know how you're going to taste their work. We could show it, maybe this looks good, but I don't know how you're going to taste it. But
I guess
thank
that's
you for
in our.
Thank you
I
for the
guess that's
comment.
in our artist section, maybe. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So we'd have to, because there's some great chefs out of
Yes.
Louisiana. I know one of my first jobs as a photographer was to go to New Orleans and photograph a guy there that was a chef. I forgot the name of the Chez something. Chez Helene, that's the name of the restaurant.
Okay.
It was called Chez Helene. That was one of my first jobs for Jet and Ebony, was to go there and photograph this particular chef. And so, yeah, chefs are good. Chefs are great. I'm going to find you one because that's our friend. That's Tiffany.
Yes,
that
Tiffany.
that's
I love
interested in the
I love
food.
the idea. We just have to think about how we would incorporate it into this show that we're doing. Well, listen, we are growing, expanding, learning every show. We're learning something new, what to do and what not to do. So I hope you grow with us. And please tell your friends, share with your friends in different cities, in different states. Let them know that this is a great show to watch, and you will see pieces that you've never seen anywhere else. So thank you again, always. I'm saying thank you a lot, but I'm feeling really appreciative this weekend. I really am. So thank you.
All right.
Okay. I think we're going to end the show with our tribute again to Adrian. We just want to play that again for those that didn't see it earlier today. And we will say our goodbyes, and we will see you next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, and don't forget that the graphic that you see of Adrian was produced by Pancho. So that's Mr. Pancho's work. So that's our friend Adrian. And at the end of our tribute, well, for right now, we're saying good night to you. So stay tuned, watch the tribute, and we'll see you next week.
Just one question, Lavalais. Robin says she wants to purchase a ring from you. I guess she goes to your website.
Oh, man. I do have some rings on the website, so you can, unless there's something special in terms of a stone or something like that, I can send you, I'm sorry, Z? Facebook message.
Okay. I guess, message him, contact him, and, he'll do something special for you, Robin. All right.
Yeah, we'll work it out. You're one of my favorite fans. You're from Midland, Texas.
Oh, that's what he loves about you. from Midland, Texas. Okay. Again, thank you guys. We're going to show this tribute to Adrian. Thank you.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Let me ask you a question. How
Good.
did you get interested in that craft?
You know what? I believe in destiny, Lavalais. And when I was very young, like 11, 12, 13 years old, a friend of my father's who was from Ghana moved here when Ghana first became a nation. So he gave me all these beads and little ornaments and just giving me all these gifts. So let's fast forward to the time that I graduate from college. I'm 40 years old. My mother's selling her house. She told me, she said, you should go to the basement. All that stuff that lady gave you is still in that Foot Locker in the basement. I go down there, I find like amber beads, chevron beads, all these African beads that are very, very valuable. And I just started making little things and it got a life of its own. Here I am today, still doing it.